What's up, man? It's your boy Quadus. Week 1 is over. It's in the books, and I got to recap. I got to put this into a 10-minute video. I've been trying to do this for 2 takes now. This is my 3rd take, but I'm dedicated, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me stop doing all this talking because we got to get into what happened. All right, we got the Raiders versus the Broncos. The Raiders won this. Like I said they would, like I had predicted. Denver had the momentum in the 4th as they went up 6 points, but the Raiders just responded on offense. You know, the question was Russell Wilson, can he still play at a high level? And he proved that yes, he definitely can, as he went 27 to 34, no interceptions, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, and was only sacked 2 times. You know what that means? He still got that footwork, baby. Alex Singleton for the Denver Broncos had 8 tackles. Josie Joel with 6 tackles. Demary Matthews with 5 tackles. Zach Allen with 5 tackles. And the list goes on. I mean, Denver had a momentum in the 4th. That Denver defense was as tight as ever. You know what I'm saying? From what I was looking at. But the Raiders just responded. You got Jimmy G, who went 20 for 26, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers with 9 receptions, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devontae Adams with 6 receptions, 66 yards. Austin Hopper, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. 1 reception for 20 yards. Had to put that on there. It was a big reception, you know what I'm saying? But the Raiders still seem underwhelming on the ground. You got Josh Jacobs carrying the ball for 19 carries, but only getting 48 yards out of those 19 carries. Now, that's very concerning for me. He averaged 2.5 yards a carry. They only gave the ball to Zamir White 1 time. I had predicted that Zeus would have a big game. It's hard to have a big game when you only touch the ball 1 time. Now, that's a little concerning for me. I think they definitely should have gave the ball to Zeus more. And I think that definitely could have been a bigger win if they cleaned some stuff up. But the fact that they were able to beat the Broncos, they're looking pretty good. I mean, if they clean some of this stuff up, they could be a force to be reckoned with. But they have to get some things together. You got the Dolphins versus the Chargers, which I also predicted. You know what I'm saying? I predicted that the Dolphins would win, and the Dolphins sure enough win. Boy, they won on all sides of the ball, didn't they? I mean, Tua, you know what I'm saying? He's just a special player, first of all. But he went for 28 of 45, 466 yards. They said he broke a record. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the man broke a record. 3 touchdowns against the super stacked Chargers team. I mean, when they panned the camera to Tua after their first turnover on the goal line in the first quarter on their first drive, man, his face said it all. He was like, okay, watch this. And boy, did he give us something to watch, didn't he? I'm telling you. I mean, he did throw 1 interception, and his completion rating could have been better if you ask me. But again, we're talking about a super stacked Chargers team. So, you know, they have a great defense. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill had a huge game, 11 receptions, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle had a huge game, 4 receptions, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both averaged 19.5 yards per catch, both with big impacts on the game. Now, Miami's defense definitely made a statement, and they made a statement in a very big moment. You know what I'm saying? A very big game at a very big time in a very big moment. They got to stop. For those of you that don't know, the Chargers had like about 2 minutes to get the ball back down and score again, and they couldn't do it. Miami was everywhere. I mean, you got Javon Holland with 10 tackles, Deshaun Elliott with 8 tackles, Jalen Phillips with 6 tackles, Kador Core with 6 tackles, Xavier Howard with 5 tackles, and the list goes on. This is a scary Dolphins team, and they still have some things that they could tighten up. I mean, Tua had an interception. What else? Tua had an interception. Tua had an interception, and his completion rating could have been better. So they still got some things that they could tighten up. But boy, when they do, get ready for Miami to be unstoppable. You heard it here first. I think Miami by week 10 will be unstoppable. Some updates, some scores around the league. Eagles Patriots 25-20. Jaguars Colts 31-21. Jaguars win it. The Eagles won that Eagles versus Patriots game. Texans versus the Ravens 25-9. Ravens get the win there. Buccaneers versus the Vikings 20-17. Buccaneers get it. Cardinals versus the Commanders 20-16. The Commanders get it. Rams versus Seahawks 30-13. The Rams get it. Titans versus Saints 16-15. The Saints come away with the win. Panthers versus Falcons 24-10. Falcons get the win. Packers versus Bears 38-20. Packers get the win. 49ers versus Steelers 30-7. The 49ers get the win. I almost said Steelers. Jesus. 49ers get the win. Cowboys versus Giants 40-0 in the fourth. Ooh, last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, yeah, America's favorite team, baby. They doing what they do. Let's get into some side notes here. Finally, this is a take where I got time left to talk about the side notes. This is my third take. But let's get into it. For the side notes, are the 49ers playing very well or is the Steelers playing very bad? Okay, let's answer that question. First off, the 49ers are playing very well, man. The Steelers got some things they could clean up as Kenny Pickett threw an interception. He missed a wide open throw to Josh Johnson, but make no mistake about it, this is still a very good Steelers team. These incomplete passes and this interception was pretty much caused by the pressure the 49ers was giving them on defense. They was giving them that business. They was all over Kenny Pickett. He couldn't breathe out there. We got Brock Purdy who made throws. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuels was definitely grabbing them throws. You know what I'm saying? 49ers in the defense was swarming. They were all over Kenny Pickett. Like I just said, as they got an interception. Christian McCaffrey had a big game as he stuck the dagger in the Steelers with the 65-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. That really sucked the life out of that Steelers team. I would say that the 49ers are a very well-rounded team. Look out for the 49ers. They're going to wreak havoc this season for sure. All right. Next side note. Are the Packers making a statement or are the Bears in some trouble? Man. The Packers are definitely making a statement, man. I'm telling you. The Packers had a strong defensive performance. They were all over Justin Fields. No room to breathe. And he was doing what he could do, but he couldn't do anything. Real talk. They had a beautiful rushing attack. I don't know how many yards. I didn't research it. I ran out of time. I wanted to get y'all this video before y'all go to bed on me. Jordan Love is definitely that guy. Don't let that Love, the name Love, fool you. He might have a last name Love, but when he plays in the game, he plays with a lot of passion, you know what I'm saying? And he dropped the shoulder on a couple of the Bears defenders and was successful at running through them. So he's definitely that guy. I see a little Cam Newton in him. I see a little Brock Purdy in him. I see a good mix. I see a little Justin Herbert. I see a lot of stuff in him. Real good football from the Packers, man. The Packers are another well-rounded team. Next one. May the Falcons finally be taken off? I got the answer for you right here, man. You already know I got the answer. And in this game, I said in particular that the Panthers will win. Now, the Falcons are my favorite team, of course. But when I said that, they must have heard me at Mercedes-Benz Stadium because they turned up the heat. The defense came in with 2 interceptions, both from Jesse Bates. The pressure of Atlanta was just too much for Bryce Young and the Panthers. Good win there by the Falcons. I still think they should clean up some of the offensive play. I seen a couple things that was messy, but overall, Falcons, good win. And what in the Cowboy is going on here? Well, I tell you what in the Cowboy is going on here. A whole lot of defense and a whole lot of offense and a whole lot of special teams, and it was all Dallas. I mean, Dallas was flying around. Pollard was running like crazy. Dak was throwing the ball. He looked like he was throwing the ball 100 yards at a time out there, wasn't he? I mean, it was crazy. That defense was catching defenders, making tackles, catching interceptions. I mean, when you start the game with the field goal block for the score, it's serious business. And the Cowboys handled that business and win it in designer fashion. And that's week one wrap up. Quad Dudes, tune in.